Good Wednesday to everybody, and thanks for stopping by GardenStateWeather.com, New Jersey and the Northern Mid-Atlantic region's weather portal. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the daily in-depth video forecast discussion for this middle of May, May 15th, 2013. And temperatures this morning are running some 10 degrees warmer than that of yesterday morning. We find temperatures in Sussex County and Walpack at 31 for the low this morning, Wantage at 45, that was the low, Randolph at 45. Nekong was 42 at sunrise this morning or just before, Hackettstown 38. Other temperatures here, Kingwood at 39, Hillsborough at 43. Down the shore, we have 50 at Point Pleasant and 51 degrees at Seaside Heights this morning for a low temperature. Further down in Harvey Cedars at 52, 48 degrees. Also parts of Ocean County at West Creek. And then temperatures warm up for low temperatures this morning at 56 degrees in Bilvair or Bivalve in Cumberland County. And the latest surface conditions this morning showing a very light flow, southeast to southwest flow across the region. Some areas reporting just calm winds. Temperatures this morning again ranging from the upper 30s, generally in the lower 40s across upstate New York, the lower Hudson Valley, into the low 50s in New York City proper and also out on Long Island, and the upper 40s to around 50 in northeastern New Jersey's metropolitan area, where Newark is at 53 this morning. And temperatures elsewhere generally running in the mid 40s across the region to around 52 in Trenton. And temperatures also rising precipitably. This temperature here in Navy Lakehurst at 64 is probably an outlier, and it's probably wrong. Temperatures elsewhere generally running in the 50s, and you notice that all the sky cover is generally cloudy. Overcast conditions, broken to overcast conditions, and these ceilings are between 7,500 to 8,000 feet. And this morning at sunrise, we can see basically high pressure off the southern New England coast, and lots of cloud cover, mid-level cloud cover, about 75 to 8,000 feet. Ceilings are broken or mostly overcast. There are some breaks in southern New Jersey and parts of northwestern New Jersey and the Poconos too, but lots of clouds here. Here is our cold front and upper low and surface low across the Great Lakes in southeastern Canada. That will be moving in our direction today. If we take off this and move the streamlines in, we can see the flow coming in from off the ocean. We have south to southeast winds across the region today in attendance with this warm front that will be draped across the central and southeastern mid-Atlantic coast states today. And this warm front, which is developing, will be moving in our direction and passing through the region during the afternoon. And as such, we find this hour's surface pressure falls of two standard deviations below normal here. These are pressure falls in millibars for the last hour or so. So the deepest low pressure falls here are centered around where the low pressure center is moving through southeastern Canada. But still, a lot of these pressures will be falling slightly today as the warm front and cold front approach. Northeast surface chart this morning generated from weatherroanoke.com. Thank you very much. Here's our surface low pressure across the UP of Michigan and the Great Lakes here, and a warm front developing across the Ohio Valley into the Virginias, and this will be moving steadily in our direction today. We can find moisture feeding from in off the ocean at the mid-levels and the mid and upper levels. These are some rain showers here on radar across the eastern New York and the eastern Great Lakes, western Pennsylvania, and a few of these rain showers even showing up very lightly across the Delmarva this morning too. And all of this will be moving scattered in our direction during this afternoon. And a better view of some of these showers as the upper flow here is basically from the southwest to the northeast. And we find that some of these showers along this warm front and cold front here out to the west here will be moving in our direction today. And a few of these light showers here over the Delmarva this morning as well. On the marine deck today, we have small craft advisories, and these are in effect until noontime Thursday afternoon. Southwest winds at 10 to 15 knots, southerly at 15 to 20 knots, gust up to 25 knots late this morning and afternoon. Seas from 2 to 4 feet, building to 4 to 6 feet this afternoon. There is a chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. They'll be widely scattered. Southerly winds tonight, 10 to 15 knots, gust up to 20 knots, becoming west after midnight with the cold frontal passage. Seas 4 to 6 feet. Visibility is from 1 to 3 miles and improving, with west winds at 10 to 15 knots and seas 3 to 5 feet on Thursday. Southwest flow 10 to 15 knots, gust up to 20 knots, becoming northwest after midnight Thursday night with a secondary cold front. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Northwest winds on Friday 5 to 10 knots, becoming southwest once again with sea breezes in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Friday night, south winds. Saturday, southeast winds, and Sunday, southeast winds at 5 to 10 knots, seas about 3 to 5 feet, winds and seas higher naturally in thunderstorms. And for the northeastern New Jersey area, New York City, Long Island, down to Philadelphia, aviational aspects for today. We see lots of low clouds, broken clouds at about 12,000, overcast at 1,500 at times, even overcast at 10,000 feet. And the winds will be light from the south, southwest at about 6 to 7 knots. And there will be some showers in the vicinity late this afternoon across northeastern New Jersey and also across central and southern New Jersey. Overcast conditions, obviously, in those showers between 4,000 and 6,000 feet. Broken ceilings as well outside of showers and thunderstorms. Going to use a compromise solution today from the rapid update cycle and the NAM because there are some differences here with the forecast going ahead for the next 24 hours. The RAP model might have a better idea on the convection and cloud cover here. Here is our showers and thunderstorms, basically lighter showers here across the Great Lakes and western Pennsylvania this morning. It's also showing up nicely on the radar. As we move through the afternoon hours into tonight, there's a few of these showers that get into northwestern New Jersey later this morning and early this afternoon. And those showers move off the coast, and there's another batch here across the Delmarva as the warm front makes its way across the region. And then the cold front comes through later this evening, and as such, a few showers move into the region probably late this evening at around sunset or just before sunset, and then move off the Delmarva coast by tomorrow morning, right after midnight. But there could still be a few showers around the region across southern New Jersey and the Delmarva region tomorrow morning, right around late tonight, but just before midnight. Now, the NAM forecast reflectivity also showing similar situation with the warm front, cold front passage and its delineation of where the showers and thunderstorms will be late this afternoon across the Delmarva, this morning across northwestern New Jersey, and as we move through the night, late this afternoon into midnight tonight, we find the cold front passes to the south. Here is our frontal boundary here, just to the south. No precipitation late this evening around 11 o'clock or so, and as we move through the next 24 to 36 hours and 48 hours, we find generally dry conditions right through Friday morning. And then this is interesting because I've noticed this on the NAM this morning. It's showing another system, another wave here moving across the Great Lakes in that upper level flow. And that could mean more clouds around here and the chance of showers and perhaps even thunderstorms as we approach Saturday morning. And that looks like it's quite a bit of a change from the GFS model and even the European model. So there's a lot of disagreement going on with the forecast for the next 48 hours in terms of the location of the frontal boundary and disturbances passing through. This is the GFS forecast from this morning's run at 6C, which is approximately just after midnight, hour 72 in the forecast here. And notice how it keeps all of the precipitation away from northern New Jersey until Sunday evening, Sunday night, as waves of low pressure along that stationary front remain to the south. So quite a bit of a difference here in the models, even in this close time period. And here might be some of the reasons why there's such a disparity in some of the models this morning. This is the NAM forecast 500 millibar winds over the next 84 hours. And we can see we're lying right along the periphery here of the polar westerlies with a bit of a trough here across the upper New England states and Labrador and the St. Lawrence River Valley. And that doesn't really lift out of our area until perhaps late Sunday and Monday, when more of a ridge across the Central Plains gets going here before a deep trough begins to cut off here in the Central Plains early next week. And even the European model guidance keeps us on the southern edge here of the polar westerlies right through Saturday night and Sunday morning before it begins to break that down, the blocking pattern that's over the northeastern Atlantic. And this allows heights to rise and basically improving weather conditions by early next week. But then there is this upper low that begins to cut off here across the upper Midwest and drives the strong cold front through the region by later in the week, but we're definitely under a ridge here and building heights across the region early next week. So there's a lot of disparity here in the models and their agreement at this time frame. Going to go with the NAM model for right now. Here's our warm front, a few showers break out, even a low top thunderstorm across the region. And then the cold front comes through tonight, a few showers and thunderstorms passing to the south across the region. And then the front begins to stall across the region. Broken clouds, partly sunny conditions tomorrow and again on Friday. And here is the upper trough now across the New England states and northeastern Canada, some mid and high level clouds. And I want to focus on the last frame here. This is for Friday afternoon. This is mid and high level clouds spilling over the top of the ridge across the southeastern and mid-Atlantic states and southwest into the Midwest. And this upper cold pool or trough and northwest flow in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. And carrying on in that upper level flow, the NAM does develop a wave in that flow on the jet and passes it through the Great Lakes. And this is the reason why on Saturday it has a lot more cloud cover and shower activity as the shortwave races southeast across the region. And we're just going to have to wait and see, because this forecast looks like it's going to have a couple of upgrades to it over the next 24 hours. So temperatures will rebound into the 70s Thursday. Tomorrow, actually, we could find temperatures approaching 80 inland away from the water, cooler along the south shore and east ends of Long Island with that southwesterly onshore afternoon sea breeze. Inland temperatures in the 70s basically to around 80 on Thursday, little cooler on Friday and Saturday. And if we do have more cloud cover and shower activity around here on Saturday, obviously that will temper the temperatures down a little bit more than the current MOS guidance is suggesting. And we'll just have to wait and see how this forecast works out. That's it for today. For GardenStateWeather.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. We'll be back bright and early with you on Thursday morning.